Hey, what's up everybody? Today we're listening to STAYC's new single, To Love, as well as all the other songs on the single. So we have To Love, Where You At, Sorry, and Beat My Love. And this will be my first time listening to any of these songs, so I'm super excited. I was just on vacation, so I didn't really have the time to sit down and listen to them. So super excited to do so today and give y'all my initial thoughts. What do I think about the songs? What do I think about like the music and how they made the song? And then also, where do I feel like these songs fit in the STAYC discography? So super excited to listen to the full thing. I do have my Stay Tuned shirt on. I do have my light stick ready to go, which might be kind of hard to see because I've got the background blur on, but really excited to finally hear these full songs. So let's go ahead and let's watch the music video together, and I'll give you my thoughts on To Love after we listen.
To love, I'm falling. To love, I'm falling.
Okay, wait, that was like really hype for a lot of different reasons. I have a lot of initial thoughts just based on the music video and some stuff that I wanted to say as I was like going through my Instagram reels. First things first, I love that shoulder move. The choreography, like shoulder move. Like, I can't do it very well, but it's super cool and it's just super catchy. And even if you don't know the rest of the choreography at all, like, at the concerts in the future, I expect the entire crowd, because even if you're holding a camera up, you should still be able to shake your shoulders. So super excited to see that live at a future tour, and I hope everybody in the audience is doing it too. So love that shoulder move. Love the chorus. Like, the chorus is just so dancey. Right? Like, this is a very, like, STAYC is here for the summer kind of song. And I actually really dig it. Like, I'm so glad I finally got to listen to the full song, because whenever I heard it on my reels, like, I didn't want to, like, spoil it for myself, but I was like, it's just so catchy. Like, even the vocals and the non-vocals parts, like, they're both really good. So loved the choreography, loved the music. The music video is actually, like, really neat too. Like, it tells like a whole story about like text messaging and like falling in love, and then at the end of it, it's just like, you know what, we could just put the messages away, let's actually just go out and enjoy. I think they talked something about what the meaning of the song was and how it's like to love and something with tennis, and it's like you're actually losing. So I gotta watch that interview, but overall, really dig the song, especially as we head into the summer, because there's always those songs that like K-pop people say save the summer, and I definitely think this makes the list because it's like upbeat, it's like happy, it gets you ready for like the sun. So super excited for this song and putting it on my playlist so I can listen to it more. Let's go ahead and give it another listen to, and then this time it's gonna be with like commentary and what I think as we go along. But all in all, really dig the song, and if y'all haven't given it a fair shot, definitely give it a fair shot now, because it's just really good. I love how they also brought STAYC Girls It's Going Down again. I need to see the choreography video for this. This shoulder thing is so catchy. Love that they brought that back. I feel like STAYC's music videos are all just like, there's a lot of like imagery, right? There's like a lot of like subtle things that are super worth noting. Like the whole, right there, right? Wait a minute. How it's just like, you're trying to make like the points and everything, right? But then it's just like the obstacles just keep getting like more difficult. Seyun's wink is very dangerous. I'm just gonna say that right now. It's like such a good wink. See, okay, like right there, right? Like this super long text message that's going on right here, and like the phone expanding. And it's like this back and forth, right? Even not the shoulder part is still really good. Can we also comment on like how good the hairstyles are for this comeback? It's just so good. This is the type of song that gets you hype at a concert. It's sort of interesting that this is also like all these things are happening like through a phone screen, right? Because that's kind of like just the age that we're in, is like this digital age where it's not even like these in-person interactions, right? It's like all these like text messages. And see, it tells like this story where it's just like, even though like these text messages and stuff weren't going through, or like maybe they weren't reaching the other person, like they still end up happy at the end of the music video, just being with each other. And see, at the end of the music video, you know, the phone's going off, and then it's just like, forget it. Like, let's just go outside, let's be happy, and that's very like the summer. So, definitely think this is going to be one of my favorite summer songs, and even just outside of summer, it's just really well put together. Can't wait for the concert, and honestly, like, I better see people popping off at the concert with that shoulder move, because it's not like... It's not something really difficult, right? Even if you can't, like, do it exactly like they do it, like, just the whole moving of the shoulders thing and, like, dancing is just super fun, super exciting. And I have a feeling, based on how Stay Tuned went, that they really like when the audience is, like, interacting with them, right? Like, for Stay Tuned, they even went out into the aisles and, like, hung out with everybody. So, super excited to see this live, super excited to listen to it more often, because it's definitely the type of song where I'll just be like driving to work or just driving to a place, and then I'll just have like the windows down, and it's just nice with the sun and the summer, and super excited to listen to it way more. So all in all, I think it's a very good song, especially as we again head into the summer. And I think it's like really catchy. I think it's really upbeat. I think it's like a good example of like K-pop, right? Pop music. So looking forward to listening to it more, and maybe we'll come back to it at a different day and talk about what I think about it after listening to it maybe like 150 more times in the next 24 hours. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and move on to Where You At. Okay, wait. I don't know if I'm the only one that's thinking this, but there's something super peculiar about this song, and it's the music. It's like the key that this music is written in, and the way that they carried it out, like as a production group, was really, really good. Like, it's kind of hard for me to put into words, because I'm not, like, super talented at music, so I'm still missing some of, like, the terminology. But the way that they wrote this song and the key that they chose to wrote it in was so good, and how they used, like, a key that normally sounds kind of, like, super classy, but also a little sad, but they also made it sound really upbeat. It's kind of difficult putting into words how I feel about this song, but it's really good for more than just like the vocals and just the performance from STAYC, but it's also a really good show of the producer. And we're going to try and listen to it again, and I'll try and walk y'all through my thoughts, but it's a really good song in terms of the sound and the technicality of it. I know that sounds super weird, but if any of y'all know exactly what I'm talking about, like, go ahead and throw a comment down below, because it's hard to describe why I think this song is good on two different levels. Okay, so we start off with like an orchestra, right? Which is like, I can't put my finger on it, but there is a song that it feels like this song is sampling. But it starts really classy and really catchy. Love the bass. The bass is so good for this song. Like, it feels like a rhythm you can follow, you know what I mean? It's not like just plain quarter notes, right? There's like a lot of like articulation to the music. It's like a mix. It feels like it's mixing like synth music and like keys that usually only were used with like classical or orchestral music. And just like how the bass plays in the back is like, it feels very technical, right? It doesn't feel like simple music. It feels like it's really complicated, like strings of music. And see, if this song was carried out any different way, it might not have been as good, but like the way they put it all together is just so good. Because it's gotta have like that poppy sound to it, but it's written in such an odd key for a pop song. It's like I'm getting distracted by both the vocals and the background music. Or the backtrack. Honestly, like, just A+ job from the production team. It's just so good. And then Yoon with the ad-libs is always good. Always peak. Let's go. It's also kind of weird, but I feel like this song could be like background music for a Persona game. Does anyone else feel that? It feels like the type of like song that would be playing when you're like scrolling a menu. I don't know, I get that kind of vibe from it. So all in all, Where You At? A good song both technically and how they like carried it out. Like, I could definitely listen to this a lot more. It carries really well. The bass is really good. The vocals are really good. Again, it's like a mix of like pop music and what feels like kind of classical-esque music. Such an interesting song. Like, a good, interesting song. You know what I mean? For a B-side. I feel like sometimes they just don't get enough attention, but it feels like a lot of like care and attention was really put in to this song. So just my thoughts. Let me know what you think below about Where You At and if I'm just looking into it too much. All right, y'all. Next song is Sorry. Okay, so it's so funny that I talked about Where You At sounding like a Persona song, but Sorry also sounded like a Persona song. And what do you mean that we're at 3 out of 4 tracks, and all 3 of them have actually been very, very good? Like, I'm surprised I'm not hearing more people talk about this single, because these songs are good in terms of, like, easy listening, and, like, you can repeat listen to it, and they feel also very good as songs. Like, does anyone else feel that? Like, these songs so far have been very well put pieces of music. Like, just stepping aside from, like, STAYC, from, like, K-pop, from, like, biases, from, like, culture. Just the way these songs are written and composed and produced are just so good. Like, this song particularly, I think, does a really good job of using everyone's different vocal qualities and, like, the way that they sing to make a really good, catchy song. Let's listen to it again, and hopefully y'all catch my drift on this. Okay, so we start off with this super mellow intro, right? And then it gets a little techno-y here. And then it really kicks in, you know what I mean? Like, it picks up very interesting beats per minute for a song. Because, again, if you played this song slower, it could sound really sad, but instead it's really fast. Man, I gotta admit, STAYC does a really good job when it comes to, like, really using a bass line. See, like, the different vocal qualities, like, really change how the song carries itself. And it's just so chill, like, in a good way, where it's not, like, overpowering, right? It's not just, like, continually throwing, like, loud high notes in your face. It's super mellow, but it's also easy to, like, listen to. It's like the producer and composer was just so good at knowing, like, Jay's vocal quality, Seun's vocal quality, Sumin's vocal quality. Like, one of the most important things about K-pop to me is when the composer can say, hey, I've got these, like, X different voices and they all sound different. So instead of trying to blend everything together, let's make good use of everyone's different vocal qualities. And I think that's something that STAYC just does super well, is, like, really taking advantage of their strengths. Right? Like, picking the right vocal quality to just dial it back a little bit so that we can go into this super sick, like, a bridge right here. Not a bridge. There's something that this is called where there's, like, no vocals, but it connects two parts of a song. And then we get right back into it. It feels like, you know, when you eat something really good and you just feel so satisfied? Like, it's just such a good, easy listening song that's also upbeat, because, again, this is like a summer album or a summer single, so it's gotta sort of still be upbeat and good listening to when, like, the sun's out and everything. Like, this is how, like, I feel as content as, I think his name is Ishigori from Jujutsu Kaisen felt at the end of season 3. That's, like, the vibe this song gets me. It gives me, like, this vibe of, like, that was really good. That was, like, really wholesome and a really satisfying song. Like, that is the type of vibe that Sorry gives me. Honestly, like, I'm not even trying to be biased here, right? Like, I'm speaking from what I know about music and how I feel about these songs. These songs are just so well put together. And I think that's always been one of STAYC's, like, strongest strengths. is that the songs are composed so well. It never feels like I'm just like trying to get through a song. You know what I mean? Like sometimes the title track's really good, maybe like a song here and there is good, but it feels like STAYC, even though they don't produce a lot of music, produce really high quality music. All right, so we got one more song in Beat My Love, and it is the last song. And if y'all have been following me for a decent amount of time, or have seen some of my previous listening parties, you know that I have a very, I don't want to say judgmental, but I really focus on the last song, right? Because we got through all of this music. Some of it is like, let's just say, like, for example, right? Some songs are good, some songs are bad, and then we get to the ending. So I have very high standards for the last song. And right now, we're 3 for 3 in terms of really good songs. So let's listen to Beat My Love and hope it lives up to the hype that the other 3 songs built up to it.
어떤 느낌일진 몰라 답이 아닐지도 몰라 다 알 순 없지만 heart's beating just breathing 두근거림을 따라가고 Be my love, 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 just wanna go be my love, be my love.
I'm gonna be so real with y'all. This is a 4 for 4 single. These are all really good songs. And none of them sound exactly like the previous one. They barely even sound like each other at all. I don't know what it is about the way that STAYC's producers work, but they work so hard to make really high quality music. Like, this song was a great last song, right? Because, like, when we think about the songs before it, right? To Love, very upbeat, gets you rolling, you know, very windows down, driving the car. Where You At, kind of like a mellowish song, right? Like, right in the middle. Sorry has, like, a really good beat to it, too. So those are, like, the 2 middle songs. And then Beat My Love dials it back and lets it slow down and makes a really nice vibe. Like, when I was listening to Beat My Love, like, the artist that came to mind was Bruno Mars. Because it's just that type of sound. You know what I mean? Where it's, like, a good mix of, like, beats, but also, like, a good mix of just, like, this dreamy, airy, really vocal-heavy type of music. And I gotta admit that Aiza's vocal quality for this song is perfect. Absolute perfection. Let's give it another listen to, and hopefully y'all will catch what I mean. But it was a good wrap-up song, right? Like, when I think of the last song in anything, like an album, a single, whatever, like, I like when it feels like you're watching a movie and the end credits are rolling. And that's exactly like the type of vibe I got from this song, and I really like it. Right? Like this, like, dreamy kind of like synth piano lead in that feels very nostalgic of like really old love songs. And then it just drops. It just drops the beat. Which kind of is why it gives me like those Bruno Mars vibes, where Bruno Mars is a very good singer, but he also knows how to break it down. And it's just like the vocal quality is just so good. Right? Because it keeps that synth piano in the back, right? Giving it that like airy love kind of feeling. But it's also really good vocally. Like, if Bruno Mars could sing in Korean, this would be a great song for him to cover. Which just goes back to why I say, like, STAYC doesn't produce a lot of music, but they produce incredibly high quality music. And again, the bass line just perfection. It's like the bass lines of all of these songs just keep you locked in. Because even if you don't want to dance fast, right? Like, you have songs like this where it really just lets you slow down and just kind of vibe. And then it breaks it down. Again, that like dreamy, airy kind of quality that feels like a love song. And then just breaks it down again. And then we go back to like K-pop fundamentals of like the ad-libbing. This is Aiza's song. This is a song that's perfect for Aiza and Seun's vocals. This song, like, when I think of, like, Aiza's vocals in this song, it's just, it reminds me of, like, Stereotype, right? Where Aiza comes in with the bridge, and it's like, it was made for her. Like, it's hard thinking that someone else could cover that and do just as good of a job as Aiza did. Like, that is just the vocal tone that Aiza has. So, that's all 4 songs, and honestly, I'm gonna be so real with y'all. Again, no bias, but there's a good reason I really like STAYC's music. These were 4 high quality songs. And that means a lot to me, right? Because even if a group doesn't produce a lot of music, if the music they produce is like stuff that I want to hear over and over and over again, like that's a really good song. Like I could appreciate these songs from the fact that STAYC made them, the fact that they were produced by High Up Entertainment, but I could also appreciate how much effort went into these songs. And that's really hard for me to say sometimes, because sometimes I listen to songs, like whether it's like K-pop or not K-pop or whatever, and I'm just like, this feels low effort. Like it feels like it just took everything that you see on social media and then just jammed it into a song and said, hey, this is going to be our song and you're going to like it because it's exactly everything that you'd expect to see from like short form content and the stuff you watch every single day for like 30 minutes at a time doom scrolling, right? There are songs that feel like that, but none of these are that. These are all super high quality songs. Honestly, if it wasn't for the fact that this video was already like 40-ish minutes long, I would want to listen to these songs one more time with y'all. I'd actually want to live stream these songs so I can hear y'all's opinions on it as well. Because these are like, I can't stress it enough. They feel like high quality songs. It feels like multiple layers of like music and like intentional decisions were made when they were picking like, hey, you're going to sing this line, you're going to sing this line. And it makes like this nice song where it's hard for me to think of groups covering this song and really killing it like STAYC does. Because again, STAYC brings a lot to the table in terms of their different vocals, and they just absolutely like 4 out of 4 track list. It makes me want more songs, but I would rather take 4 high quality songs versus a very diluted like 7, 11, 13 songs. I'd rather take those 4 high quality songs and listen to them over and over. So I gotta be so real with y'all. To Love, if you haven't heard it all the way through, like if you're skipping straight to the end of this video just to see what my final comments are on, or what my final comments on it are, give it a listen. It's so good. From like the upbeat summer vibe of To Love to the like romance, but also like very beat heavy, Beat My Love, and to Sorry and Where You At, where they're, I just want to listen to them again, like right now. Like they're just so good. Like, if you're skipping straight to the end of this video, know that it's a 4 out of 4 track list for me. It's just so good. And if you really listen to the effort that was put into it, you'll love the songs too. It just goes to show that STAYC doesn't really redo their own formula. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like their formula is being fresh with every single song. It feels like they don't want to create songs where it's like, this song sounds like this song. It feels like they always want to keep reinventing their music and saying like, okay, this might be a B track, but it's going to sound as good as our title song. Or this song might be from one era and this song's going to be from another era, and they're going to sound completely different, and they're both still going to be incredibly high quality songs. And it's just such a good summer single. So I hope y'all give it a fair listen to. If you didn't listen listen to it with me in this video, but it is a 4 out of 4 track list for me. It's really good, and I can appreciate all the effort that STAYC and High Up Entertainment put into producing and composing these songs, so they're just really good. It was so worth the wait, because when you think about it, right, it was I Want It last summer, and then it was Stay Tuned in February, and then it's this in June. Like, there wasn't a lot of music produced, but a lot of high quality stuff came out. So super excited to give these more of a listen to when I'm like on my drives and stuff like that, or just chilling and listening. And I hope y'all give it a fair listen to as well, because it's just really high quality music. All right, y'all, with that being said, that is the end of this video. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to leave a comment down below, and I'd be happy to answer when I have the time. I hope to see you all at the next STAYC concert, and I hope I get to see y'all shaking your shoulders to To Love, because that part is just so catchy and so good, and it just makes you want to dance. All right, y'all, that is all for now. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, until next time, take it easy.